Good morning, Pratimati and Nirmala.
Good
The
morning.
topic of my presentation is role of human resources in an organization. So I would like to start this with the objectives of human resources. So human resources objectives are very important in an organization because when we start any project or anything that we have in mind to start, then we need to have objectives, the purpose why we are starting this particular project. So when we have the purpose, then it will be easy for us to execute and implement uh, accordingly because we will have a strategic plan for that and we can work on it accordingly. So I've listed down some of the primary objectives of human resources, and they are achieve organizational goals, work culture, team integration, training and development, employee motivation, work empowerment, and retention. Now, I'll be giving a brief definition of each of these points that I just mentioned. First one is achieve organizational goals. So, like I said, when we start a company or any project that we want to, then it is very important for us to have a purpose. So likewise, we need to have a goal. Why do we want to start this company? So we need to have a goal in our mind. So so that we have the purpose of meeting that target. If we don't have goal for starting anything, for doing anything, then we won't have anything that we'll have in mind to achieve. So if we want to achieve something, then for that we need to have a goal. So the goal is very important, and the goal will help us achieve the target, and it will lead us to uh, it will lead us to the development for the organization to succeed in future. And the next point is work culture. Work culture is another important point in an organization because that defines the values and principles the company holds. When a newly hired company enters the company, then it is the work culture that will make him or her know whether that they will be able to fit in the company or no. How is work culture known by the newly joined is by the way how employees are being treated uh, by their managers or their employers. If uh, anybody makes mistake, whether it's in the work on the work that they've been doing or anything, then are they being scolded on the floor in front of everyone, or are they called in a cabin and they get scolding there? And what kind of relationship the co-workers share is also very important. How are they working together? Are they supporting each other and working, or they are just working not with a friendly gesture? So all these define what kind of work culture the company holds. And if the work culture is very good, if they are very friendly, then the environment is positive, and that will motivate the newly joined employee to uh, to work in the company happily, and the productivity also increases if the work culture is good in the company. Please just hold on, my PPTs. My laptop is having some problems, so that is
Okay. This slide, training and development.
yeah. Please hold on. After the work culture, um, it's team integration. Integration means uniting people from different cultures and backgrounds. In a company, when in a company, people come to work from different places, different backgrounds, and different cultures. So it is the responsibility of HR to bring them together, make them friends, and unite them so that it creates a friendly environment and they can work in a positive gesture with good vibes. And this is how the productivity also increases and the workflow is smooth without any obstacles. Then comes training and development. Training and development is very important for the productivity. It is important for the employees because training is needed to improve the productivity of the employees. Training will help the employees to be updated if there is any new technical way of working in the project or learning new things and how can they improve their pace of working and what are the new techniques that they can implement while working. So this is all done to improve the productivity of an employee that will lead to the development of the uh, of the work and that will be helpful for reaching the goal of the company. And the next is employee motivation. Motivating employees is also very important because when we encourage employees, when we motivate them, when we praise their work, then they will feel happy about it and that will uh, make them work more harder because they would want to receive such praise and motivation and encouragement regularly. And seeing managers who are not so much into meeting the target of receiving the praising from the HR or the managers. So they would also want to work harder because there will be a kind of competition among the employees, and everybody would want to get encouragement and patting from their managers or HR, uh, so that it will feel good to work in such a positive environment when they are received when they receive such gestures from the managers and HR. So this will lead them to work more harder, and if any problems come up, then they will be able to tackle it. And this will bring this will make the employees come up with new ideas that they can implement in the uh, productivity, and this is how mm, the employee can work in a positive environment and it will be beneficial for the company. Now, the next one is workforce empowerment. So, workforce empowerment begins with trust. Why it begins with trust? Because this is the opportunity given to the employees to carry a leadership quality and given the responsibility to make decisions. So these are the things that will boost an employee because they will feel that company thinks that they are capable enough to carry the leadership quality within themselves and they would want to work more harder so that they are given more such responsibilities in future, and that will be better for the employees as well and for the company as well. And now the last point of these objectives is retention. So retention is the ability of an organization to keep an employee for a long term. So retaining an employee is very important, and this is done by keeping an employee happy. When the employees are happy, then it is very when the employees are happy, then they would want to work in a very positive vibe, and the employees are happy if they are appreciated in what they do, and if they are given the opportunity to grow and development, and if their salaries are high, if seeing their performances. then if there is a friendly environment, uh, when they have a mental peace and when they're happy in the company, then when they are being promoted, when they're given when they are given promotions, when their salaries are being high, when they are being valued, when there is a good relationship between the employee and the employees, then when there is a job security, then the employee would not want to leave the company and would want to continue working in the company for long term. So now moving, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
So now moving towards the introduction. So before we start the role of an HR in an organization, let's talk about human importance of human resources. HR is the key. HR plays a key role in an organization because they are the backbone and the pillars of the company